All right, once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kudash. All right, this is going to be another quick lesson. It's going to be some edification. It's like one of the up and coming, Akim. Just had a few, it's like inquiries as far as what the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, entails and all that. Just a few questions about, the 12th chapter of Exodus, or, which, explains, like the whole thing. As you may know, it was, like the final plague in Egypt, like the death of the firstborn. All right, and, basically, it's a commemoration of all that. Or, and then, it's a feast, it's one of our high holy days, and it lasts for a period of 7 days, a week. Or, and that's known as the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, but the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread is known as the Passover. All right, so first we're going to be in the Zondervan. All right, this is in this one it's page 173, under feasts. All right, it says all right, feasts were the sacred festivals of Judaism. Or and that's off. It's just basically it's like Judaism. That's just a religion. Or that Edomites that those Edomites follow. Or that's loosely based on our customs and all that. All right, but like the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, that's one of our feasts that we're supposed to follow. All right, the feasts were the sacred festivals of Judaism, all right, which were occasions of public worship. There were seven in all. All right, there were seven in all. All right, the Passover or Feast of Unleavened Bread was established before the giving of the law to celebrate the Exodus from Egypt. It began on the 14th day of Nisan, or which is like the first month, or technically, or and of course we keep it early March because it's in accordance all right, because like all the all those like calendars and all that, or like there's I believe they added like 2 extra months, or that as you may notice when you look at the words October, November, and December, or that's supposed to like Octo is 8. All right, November like Nuevo or Novo. All right, that's 9. All right, December Deca, that's 10. All right, so they added like an extra like 2 months. So as far as rehearsing the righteous acts, it usually falls around like March. Like that's why we do that. That's why it's usually like a good month. Before the like Amalek celebrates it and all that. All right, but that's a little bit of that's why we do that. All right, but we're gonna get into all right, this is gonna be Exodus 12:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. All right, so technically we're in March. It's like we're gonna be in March, in a couple weeks. Or that's technically the beginning of the year. Or in spring, not in the dead of winter. All right, verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. Or it goes into the custom of like how we're supposed to prepare the Passover lamb and all that. Or basically it's supposed to be like without blemish. Or and it's supposed to be grown and raised. Or All right, but we're not allowed. It's like we're we can't do it like we did it in the ancient world. Whether it be because of unrighteous decrees or the conditions we live in and things like that. All right, so here's a quick one. All right, Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. All right, so that place of drawing water, or that's talking about we're in captivity right now. All right, and then the noise of archers, that's when we when the missiles hit, those who are the elect are are going to be delivered from that. But as of now, what we're doing now is rehearsing the righteous acts. As far as like the Passover, we have the procedure that was passed on down through like One West and all that, or to the best to the best of our ability, or but the thing is we keep it in sincerity. We recognize it as a solemn assembly. So as far as all the important aspects of what this feast day entails, to the best of our ability, we through the spirit and through the scriptures and all that, we strive to do that in accordance with that. That's why we also like get on all these like house of feasting type of Passovers, that party time type of Passover. That's not what this it's not really what any of our feast days are about. Our feast days have to do with some solemnity, discipline, like that Day of Atonement. But this so-called white man's like holidays, they just have to do with or like partying, trying to like acting like a simp in order to get laid, or getting drunk, or just things like that. But our feast days, they're very it's a very like big deal basically. All right, because this has to do with right, the Passover is basically hoping you escape. All right, judgment, destruction, death. Or that's a type of like high holy day that commemorates. Or just hoping that once again when the saints come marching in, you want to be in that number. Or you don't want to be all right, cast out. That's what this feast day entails. So it's very like high gravity. All right, but right. Just gonna suck you. So let's, let's continue in verse 7. All right, and this is Exodus chapter 12 once again. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. All right, so and that was a sign to the Heavenly Father, or and His death angel, or is going to pass over your house. All right, and then that judgment wouldn't be rendered unto you. Or and as far as we do that now spiritually through being covered Lord willing, all right, through the blood of Yahweh Shai. Or that's why that's why He died on the cross. All right. All right, and then it goes into of course you have to like roast it with fire. You can't boil it. All right, and then you get the bitter herbs, which is like horseradish and things like that. All right, and then all right, verse 10, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. All right, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. All right, so and that that's once again, it's not like a lamb dinner or things like that. This is a ceremony. It's a ritual. All right, it's a solemn assembly. It's not like Thanksgiving, or where the first day, or like yeah, on the first day, you're gonna have the lamb. All right, and then the next day you're gonna make lamb sandwiches. Then the day after that you're gonna grind it up and make lamb sausages. No, this is as far as the lamb goes. All right, that's sanctified for that night. All right, it has to be should be like all of it has to be gone. By the next day. All right. All right, and then just wanted to get some edification because right, the Passover. All right, it's also the first day of the all right, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, with that, with the Passover, you also get the unleavened bread. All right, and you also have to get rid of all the leaven in your house. All right, for 7 days. All right. All right, so let's all right, verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Or we're doing this. All right, this was forget which year, like BC. All right, but now it's 2018. AD or CE. Or so with each generation, we still rehearse that righteous act. All right, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast, all right, to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. Or so like even we're always like supposed to do this. All right, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away, all right, leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread, all right, from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. All right, and in the first day there shall be an holy convocation. All right, and that's the Passover. Or and a couple, my first few years in, I got it wrong, a little bit. Or or because instead of the first day, I kept it on, the seventh day. All right, so just like took me a while to get it right and all that. All right, but just so like the Passover is the first day of the first night of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, so and in the first day, all right, there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. As far as like getting running errands, getting the wine, getting the candles, or preparing the lamb and things like that. Like technically, that's the only servile work that should be done. All right, verse 17. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies, all right, out of the land of Egypt. All right, therefore shall you observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. All right, so that's just some like edification and things like that. Or and these feast days are also going to be kept in the kingdom. All right, but basically, all right, the first night is the Passover, and technically there's supposed to be another holy convocation, on the seventh night at the end of it. All right, but the Feast of Unleavened Bread begins at the Passover and it lasts for 7 days. All right, shalom.